Against the odds. What does the phrase against the odds mean? It means achieving success even when the chances of success are very small. In this lesson, we will read about people who refused to give up. Instead of waiting for help, they found their own solutions and changed their lives. The first story, Tracks to Taj Nagar, tells us how villagers built their own railway station. The second story, Sitapur's Light, explains how solar energy brought light, hope, and new opportunities to villages without electricity. The third story, Palakkar Public Library, shows how a library became a symbol of women's empowerment, education, and social change. These three inspiring stories teach us one important lesson. With determination, unity, and hard work, nothing is impossible. Now, let's begin with our first story, Tracks to Taj Nagar. Tracks to Taj Nagar. For 25 years, the residents of Taj Nagar village near Gurgaon lobbied for a railway station in their village. When their demand was not met, the villagers decided to take matters into their own hands. They pooled in 21 lakh rupees and built a railway station on their own. Most of the 3,000 people living in the village are farmers. But such was the burning desire to have a station in the village, everybody contributed according to their capacity, ranging from 3,000 rupees to 75,000 rupees. They donated money for the station and we started the construction in January 2008, said Ranjit Singh, a former village sarpanch. There are a large number of people in the village who need to go to Gurgaon, Delhi and Rewar. There are students who go to colleges. Till now, we had to either go to Halimandi or Patli to catch a train. Both the stations are 6 kilometers away from Taj Nagar. We thought when the railway lines passed through the village, we would have a station here. But that didn't happen. So we raised the demand in 1982 and have been continuously asking for it. But the railways told us that they did not have funds. So finally, we decided to craft our own destiny, said Hukam Chand, a member of the committee. As a result, the Panchayat passed a resolution in 2008 saying that since the railway was not able to build a station for them, they would do it for themselves and with their own money. Soon, an 11-member team was formed and the team started collecting money from villagers. On January 7, 2010, as a result of their efforts, the first railway station in the country on which the railway did not have to spend a single rupee started operations. Sitapur's Light. In rural Uttar Pradesh, over 60% of households are without power. Sitapur district is one such place with no power. A small social enterprise called Mera Gaon Power or MGP is trying to change things. They are putting 2 solar panels at a time. In just over a year, MGP has connected more than 3,500 customers to solar power mini grids at a village level. Village by village, MGP is building a network of low-cost solar microgrids that provide 2 LED lights and a mobile charging point to all paying households at a cost of 25 rupees per week. That is cheaper than kerosene, which can cost almost double across a month. Solar power, as a smokeless source of light, comes with added benefits to customer health. Installing a microgrid is a grand event in the village and everyone gets involved. In the village of Damdampurava, the team maps the village house by house beneath the scorching midday sun, working out where to place each wire so as to connect customers to the power source. Some householders join in while others look on, calling out orders or watching the curious proceedings wide-eyed. The roof of a sturdy brick-walled home in each village is always chosen as the site for the panels and the battery. Azaz, one of the company's first electricians to be recruited from the local district block of Reusa, installs the panel in a southerly direction to capture as much sunlight as possible. We are saving our environment with these lights, and there's no pollution in our homes either, says a farmer from the village. New businesses are starting to emerge amongst the customers too, says another. In one village, customers are using the light to weave saris by night. In another, one man now has a night business making plastic tablecloth, he says. It's nice to have light while we cook and eat. Our children are also studying more now. Palakkad Public Library. In Kerala, the Palakkad District Public Library has been set up and running since September 2013. It is a fine modern library, a center for information, knowledge, wisdom, cultural activities, research, and reference. But it has recently been in the news for different reasons. A third of its 1,000 members are women. These women, supported by the shared space the library offered them, launched a women's unit in February 2014. The unit got together to discuss methods of empowering women. The library opened its halls for film screening, workshops in home economics or gardening, childcare or the arts, and for women to get help in managing family conflicts, legal disputes, and professional problems. The secretary of the library pointed out that through reading, women would realize their own strength and forge a unity. It was noted that the lending libraries of earlier times were disappearing and the present rural reading rooms were too often full of only male readers. The unit discussed that if the once well-read women of Kerala continued to squander their hours in front of television, it would encourage a climate in which women are afraid to go out after dark. So, the unit has formulated plans on opening separate reading rooms for women. Palakkad's district library stands tall as a beacon to encourage women's empowerment through classes, clubs, workshops, and reading rooms. And then there are the books, which will provide the women the strength they need to make good use of these opportunities. Dear students, I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Innovative Study. Practice every day. Read every day. Speak with confidence. Remember, every new word you learn today brings you one step closer to fluent English. So, keep learning, keep improving, and never stop believing in yourself. Learn English the smart way with Innovative Study. Thank you for watching. Have a wonderful day. I'll see you in the next lesson. Goodbye.